you don't have an army in this country.
That's correct.
And you're walking just like that?
Just like that, no army.
Yeah. Your people love you.
Well, you're gonna serve the people. Hopefully, if you do that, then they love you.
This is absolutely crazy and unbelievable, man. I mean, as a content creator from the continent of Africa, I've never seen our leaders being free like this. I mean, this is not campaign season where, I mean, our leaders go from door to door just to say hello to their people. No, this is not campaign season. He's literally in power and he's just moving around saying hello to his people, making sure he knocks door to door. Can you believe it? Like, I have never seen anything like this before. I am super shocked, and that is why I'm here to share this moment.
Hello people, guys all around the world, my people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, Ghana, and any other part of the world. Guys, welcome and welcome, welcome back once again to the YouTube channel. This is the Pioneering YouTube channel, and as always, I am _Presley is coming to you live and direct from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. You know, the same sub-region, the same, you know, western region of the continent with Wode Maya. Guys, like the title suggests, Wode Maya. African leaders are back, yet around to them. Guys, another banger of a video. Today we are, you know, consolidating on our new niche, which is Wode Maya, and I would love to bring us up to speed with the latest developments in one of his recently uploaded content, where he had the opportunity of meeting Honorable Dickon Mitchell, the Prime Minister of Grenada, a young man, a young dude, a young lad, you know, an embodiment of what it implies to be young, youthful, black leader. And he's really loved. He has succeeded in endearing himself to the people of Grenada. You can see in that content where the man uploaded, the man was walking around alongside Wode Maya. They were having a chat, and you can see visiting the people door to door, walking along, meeting them on the walkways, or inside their cars, shaking their hand, conversing with them, relating with them, telling them, yeah, this is what it implies, this is what it means to be an accountable leader, an accessible leader, a leader that is great, a leader that is passionate, a leader that is lovable, a leader that is reachable, a leader that is 100+%, you know, concerns about the welfareism of his people and the people's, you know, mandate, and the people's welfare comes first before any other thing to him. But guys, you see, like the title suggests, Wode Maya admitted in that content that African leaders are indeed bad. African leaders are indeed not a good example. African leaders are indeed, you know, self-centered. But yet, he loves running to them. And I would love to ask you, bro, since you know our leaders are bad, since you know they are nonchalant, since you know they don't care about the masses, since you know they don't care about the welfare of their people, they put first their personal interests before the interest of our people. What are you doing to change the narrative? Because we've all been living witnesses to how you've been running after them, how you've been chasing them, how you've been trying to identify with them by fire, by force. What are you telling them? I told you recently, the Creator, the Source, Almighty, Yah, or God, will ask you one day, on the day of judgment, Wode Maya, I gave you a huge platform. What did you do to uplift the living standard of your people, or the black race that you claim you are championing and pioneering? God will ask you that, definitely. So, as you love to run after them, as you love to chase those leaders, what are you doing? What are you telling them? Just, you need to come and tell us, what are you telling those leaders? Or is it because you are so much in love with their attention. You just want them to confirm and acknowledge that there's a certain guy, a certain Ghanaian, just like the Grenada, Prime Minister did to you during the fireside chat that he had with the famous black richest person, which is my Nigerian person, in the person of Alhaji Aliko Dankode. Is that what you want? Because if you dare love your people and you are passionate about meeting those leaders that they have not been performing, they are underperforming, they don't care about the masses, they don't care about the all-round development, which we would love it to be sustainable on the continent and beyond the shores of the continent. What are you exactly, going after them? Why are you pursuing them? Bro, you need to understand that indeed, if I were to be you, as you love running to them, you need to be telling them these are the issues, these are the challenges faced by the masses, by the people of your country. And it is based on that I am using my platform to use it as an easy access, as a conduit pipe to bridge the gap between you, the leader, and the elected and the masses, between the elected and the elect. So that is what you should do, pushing for. You should be bridging that gap. It's not because you just want to be recognized by leaders. You just want to be known by leaders, and you are nonchalant about all-round development. Bro, I am happy you had the opportunity of meeting Honorable Dickon Mitchell, the Prime Minister of Canada, and he tutored you, he lectured you, he showed you what it exemplifies to be a servant leadership. And you can see, you've even acknowledged, you've given him kudos for that. You've applauded him, you've doffed your hat for him, you've doffed your cap for him, you've respected him because of his what? Easy accessibility and the way he's passionate about his people, despite being a young person. So, bro, you need, as he has shown you what it implies to be a servant leadership, that is the home take lesson from meeting him. Then inculcate it into how, as you push towards meeting other African leaders, and you sell the idea. Like I just said, you should use your platform as a bridge between you and the elect and the elected. You should not just be going after them. You don't care about the people. You don't care about the masses. You are just self-centered, bro. You just want to be known. You just want to be acknowledged. You just want to be like validated. Though that indeed Wode Maya, my short South African West African brother from Ghana, is really doing good. He's absolutely doing well. He's campaigning for Africa. He's putting Africa on the map. He's pushing the narrative and changing the narrative, Africa to the world. That is not what we are after, and that is not what we want from you. What we want from you, bro, is you as a catalyst, as a change agent, to continue living the life of what? Selflessness, to continue telling the truth to power, to continue bridging the gap. Like I said, God has given you the platform. What are you using it? If you find it difficult, take the cue from your bro Marwa. You can see, despite Marwa having 500 plus subscribers, you can see the enormous potential the channel has, and you can see what he has succeeded in doing, the impact, the targeted impact he has had on people's life. Yes. So that is what we want you to do. Today, as it stands, you are 1.72 million subscribers. Bro, and I'm yet to see the impact of that. But me, on the 1,000K subscribers, you can see what I've been doing. You can see the change I've been advocating. You can see the transformative, push those narratives change, especially when it comes to toxicity and bridging the gap for African unity, African love that I'm doing. So that tells you a leader is a leader, and it is not about numbers. It is not about impact. It is not about money. It is about impact. It is not about money, and it is not about numbers. It is about the intentionality. It is about the passion. It is about the love. It is about what really form the core basis of your essence. Yes. Yes. What drives you? What really gives you the motivation to keep pushing? And you can see in Marwa, the motivation is always, to leave behind him trailblazing impact that anyone who has ever or she has ever had the opportunity of interacting with Marwa could never and will never forget him. Even though, like we love to say here, the world don't like good people like Marwa, because if you are too good for the world tend to hate on you, they tend to pick on you. But Marwa, we are advising you, bro, don't give up. Never give up. You are doing the right thing. We are clamoring for you. You are the best. Guys, you can hear the birds in the nature. That is nature for you, because nature is the medicine. Yes, not about big farmers. Nature is the medicine. So if you want to be in tune with your real self, Wode Maya, imbibe the world. The art of, visiting nature once in a while. Yes, I have many ways to create content, but I love creating it in nature. Until when nature tells me, or when my higher spirit, higher source tell me to change it. But you all know, guys, you've been seeing the content. So we're gonna be creating, because nature gives us what? It helps us set in tune with our higher self, higher vibration. Not on a low-key note, just the way my brother from West Africa, Wode Maya, is doing. Bro, use the lesson you learned from the Grenada Prime Minister and imbibe it into, pushing for narrative change, especially when it comes to governance processes. And you, like, you love to, have access to those leaders. When you have access to them, these are some valid things you want to be seen. These are some things you want you to be noticing. Not just admitting that African leaders are not doing good. Especially, but there's no exemption when it comes to African leadership. No exemption. No exemption at all. Because they are not in tune with reality. They've lost check. They don't care about the masses. But people who could really better the lot of masses on the African continent have been conspired against, never to assume or to take over the mantle of leadership on the continent. But no matter what, one day is one day. Those who really and genuinely mean well for the masses could have the opportunity to really impact. And those who are not, or they are self-centered, they are about, impoverishing people and, amassing wealth to themselves, will one day lose grip of the power. And they will know that indeed the power of the leadership they are presiding over really belongs to the people of Africa, not them and their associates or cronies and family members. And that is why, like I love to say, I don't look at leaders as anything except if you are performing. If you are performing, I love you. If you are giving the best to your country, I love you. If you are giving the best to the masses of your country, I love you. If you are doing good, I will love you. But I can never be carried away by any leader who is not doing anything for anybody. They are just embezzling, stealing, hiding the money. If they are stealing, guys, if they are stealing and they are establishing industries, companies on the continent to give, African youth, to create employment for African youth, that wouldn't have been the problem. But we've seen them, they will steal, and take it, and stash it somewhere. Money that next 10 to 50 generations could not eat, one person could steal it. And if God is not an African, tell me, because God is an African. God loves Africa. God created Africa and deposited the mineral resources in Africa for a reason. But it is quite unfortunate that leaders we have, they don't care. And Wode Maya, whom God has given a platform to help change and effect change, he's busy running after them, featuring them on his channel, just to, be respected by his followers. Though Wode Maya is this, Wode Maya is that, he's influential, he's this, he has access to leadership. We don't care. We have access to leaders, but we don't care about them. We don't idolize people. We idolize only those leaders that they're really creating meaningful and impactful change, targeted community initiatives that are having direct bearing on the lives of the masses, not people who are self-centered. Bro, and that is why I have to tell you and I have to remind you, thank God, this is coming from your mouth. You've admitted, you've agreed that indeed African leaders are bad and they are not good. You only see them when it is time for campaign or electioneering. They go around door to door, sitting with the masses, eating with the masses, doing menial jobs, washing, sweeping the streets, eating with the masses. But once election is over, and if you won the election, they run away. You can never see them, and they are nowhere to be found. There will be a big chasm. There will be a big distance. There will be a big barricade. There will be a big barrier between them and the masses, whom they have once come to them, whom they have once patronized, whom they have once embraced, whom they have once, really, really held there onto when they were looking for the position. It is quite pathetic, and I don't know who did this to us in Africa. We have to change this, and the narrative must change. And I'm urging you, Wode Maya, thank God this is coming from you. Thank God you are the one pushing this. So I'm telling you, this is what we want from you. Like you remember, recently I talked about what? Solution-based what? Recommendations. I asked you, don't just bring content that you will just, invoke emotions. What are the solutions? And this is one of the solutions. If you are bereft of ideas, or you are, in your quest to meet them, you are highly excited and driven just to meet them, and you forget some pertinent and important things. I am giving you this as a free consultancy. We need what? Solutions. Tell them these are what we want. Tell them this is what people want. Not just, mad rush to meet them and doing the needful. So the needful need to be done. The needful need to be prioritized, and our people must be put first before anything. Africa must be great in our lifetime. Yes, it must, because God has given Africa everything we want, and the blessings abound. But it is quite unfortunate that the leaders piloting the affairs of the continent are not doing their best. And luckily, you've admitted they are not really doing their best, and we all know. So we should not live in denial. And that is why I created this content, to let you know that we have enormous task at hand, and all hands must be on deck to ensure we give our people, our continent, the best. And it doesn't matter where you're coming from, being you a Kenyan, being you a Ugandan, being you a Nigerian, being you a Ghanaian, being you a Cameroonian, being you a South African, being you a Zambian, being you a Malian, being you a Senegalese, being you, an Egyptian, being you a Tunisian, being you, and everything all encompassing Africa. Africa must be great in our lifetime, and the youth, we are those to make and effect the change. Youth must do it, and we should not be found wanting. We should not be sleeping. We should not just surrender our faith and future to this, undesirable and unscrupulous elements called leaders who are not what? They don't care about us. So we must do the needful, and we must do the things in the right way. So wonderful and wonderful people all around the world, I just created this content to bring to the notice of my brother, as he has admitted that indeed those African leaders are not doing good, they are not doing great, and they should learn from what the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, the Grenada Prime Minister. They should really learn from him, and he also has a role to play. He's not just calling on the African leaders, and that is why I did not even exempt myself. I have said we must ensure all hands are on deck, those making Africa the best, because God has really loved Africa, God has really blessed Africa, but it's rather unfortunate that things are not working and our people could not just be jackpying, our people could not just be running and leaving the continent. Our people should stay on the continent and enjoy the wealth deposited on the continent by God Almighty. Wonderful and wonderful people around the world. It is always nice talking to us, my people. See us again. One love. Bye.
Hello. I'm very good. How are you?
Very well.
Good to see you. I'm not sure if you remember me.
Can be this open-minded to embrace their people because they are there to serve the people. Literally, that's what he's doing. This is amazing, bro.